Halloween sunshines.
Stop it.
Kept on coming to the drumming house. And at one point, all 6 of us answered the door. We had these bloody candles strapped to the ceiling, so it looked like they were shuffling floaty. We had all this drumming creepy music on. 5 or 6 of kids and it was drumming crying. Another thing, I'm going to put on a series now of photographs, and I want it basically to do with something that happened in our kitchen about a week and a half ago. The chuffing exploding table scandal. Check out these chuffing pictures. Jewish chuffing white label. And as you can see, if we don't sup it quick, there's going to be non-chuffing left. Let's get that chuffing for me. Just a bloody little dabble. Because I'm having to go on my chuffing harpsichord later on. I played a lot of wrong notes last time, but about 8 or 9 of these. Chuffing pisses are chuffing fat. Oh, sunshines, sweethearts. Well, to another chuffing installment. The old chuffing big old chuffing whiskey Monger. Chuffing in for a chuffing right royal chuffing treat. Now, chuffing Halloween, as was it? Had a bit of a chuffing party around at ours. There were chuffing me, Charlie, and chuffing Big Rob, who's been on shows. You remember Big Rob and Katie and chuffing Ali? We all got bloody dressed up. I was dressed up basically, as you could tell by that first caption, at chuffing Phantom at Chuffing Opera. Charlotte was like this kind of blonde-haired chuffing witch, which you also seen from first clip. Our chuffing Charlie was bloody Grim Reaper. I mean, it's like that chuffing most of the time anyway, to be honest. They were Rob basically looking like bloody Halloween, like chuffing Michael bloody Mars or whatever his bloody name is. Katie were like some kind of homicidal chuffing, maniacal chuffing nurse. And Ali were like some kind of bloody Christmas bloody mechanoid. They were all bloody lit up like a bloody Christmas tree. Kids kept on coming to the drumming house. And at one point, all 6 of us answered the door. We had these bloody candles strapped to the ceiling, so it looked like they were shuffling floaty. We had all this shuffling creepy music on. 5 or 6 of kids and it was drumming crying. But you know what it's like with bloody trick or treat, where they keep going around, chuffing lollipop for you, chuffing a little chuffing chocolate bar for you, bloody squidgy, bloody vampire eyeball for you, or bloody jelly and all this stuff. Right. I got fed up with it and this little kid comes up. Only the height of chuffing grasshopper, you know what I mean? A little kid comes up. Give him a chuffing Lagavulin 16, chuffing double. He's chuffing dad shouts. I said, what are you supping? And kid's bloody takes a little bloody sip and his bloody head's on fire with all chuffing smoke and what have you, and his bloody starts crying. Chuffing dad weren't so chuffing happy. I'm threatening to put my chuffing car windscreen through. So, you know, I had to get my glass of water, but we managed to cool it down. I just thought it was worth a go. I am the whiskey monger at the end of the chuffing day. Another thing, I'm going to put on a series now of photographs, and I want it basically to do with something that happened in our kitchen about a week and a half ago. The chuffing exploding table scandal. Check out these chuffing pictures. Chuffing, what do you think to that? Basically, I was in the living room, just nodding off, started chuffing nod off, I would say, on day shift. Heard this almighty flaming chuffing explosion, like a chuffing atom bomb had gone off. I didn't know what was going off. Comes into the kitchen, the table basically not imploded, it had exploded. I was finding bloody bits of glass chuffing 5, 6, 7, 8 feet away. It were making this funny chuffing crackling noise. Rang people up. And they said, oh, did you film it? I said, yeah, oh yeah. I said, I'm in habit of like kind of chuffing midnight, being sat by my chuffing kitchen table filming it, waiting for it to chuffing explode. I do that every chuffing Tuesday night, you know what I mean? Dewar, did you film it? Chuffing, unbelievable. Right, ladies, let's get into it, because I put that chuffing promo on yesterday to do with this chuffing Jewish chuffing white label. And as you can see, if we don't sup it quick, there's going to be non-chuffing left. So, little bit of chuffing gubbins here for you to savour and enjoy a little bit of chuffing information about this bloody thing. So, Dewar's 18 chuffing 99, it's their flagship chuffing malt. Crafted from over 30 chuffing malt and grain whiskies. They have access to these like kind of aged reserves from their chuffing 5 distilleries. And it's apparently meant to have like a kind of honeyed cereal, orchard fruit, soft vanilla, gentle smoked type chuffing vibe to it. This one, like the one that I did the other week, the Cutty Sark, these two were famous for their uses, their Alice sort of chuffing cocktails. So makes me think it's going to be nice and chuffing well-rounded, you know what I mean? But after Christmas, well, I've been chuffing, I'm going to end up chuffing well-rounded, I tell you that for chuffing now. They'll be calling me chuffing Big Al Dewars. Let's get that chuffing poured in there. Just a bloody little dabble. Because I'm having to go on my chuffing harpsichord later on. I played a lot of wrong notes last time, but about 89 of these. Chuffing pieces of chuffing fat. Let's have a look. Atypical colour. Same colour as 75-80% of the whiskies, to be honest with you. Every now and again you get one and you think, wow, it's either very, very pale, or you get ones that are quite red, or ones that are quite deep. But this one is your archetypal golden honey chuffing colour that you see left, right and chuffing centre. It's like chuffing apple juice, you know what I mean? But, you know, it's nice, it's probably coloured, I don't know. But got a good reputation, so let's give it some chuffing respect. It's not be bloody slagging off the old chuffing Dewar. Right, on the old chuffing cozy nostrils, on the old, nope, didn't do it last episode, there were complaints. Left nostril, right nostril, lips, chin, left nipple, right nipple, chuffing belly one. Yeah, the old chuffing proverbial chuffing Alice. Let's get chuffing involved, right, let's see what we can chuffing smell on this chuffing beast. Definitely citrusy, like the Cutty Sark, different flavour. Different smell a little bit, but that same kind of orchard fruit, citrusy type chuffing vibe, you know what I mean? You can smell just in background, it's subtle, very gentle, very subtle, a little bit like me. I'm very gentle, very subtle, you know what I mean? I'm Dewars. I am chuffing Dewars in chuffing human bloody form, me, mate. I'll tell you that for chuffing now. But yeah, it's just a little bit of smoke, a little bit of chuffing peat in background, maybe a little bit of oak. It smells like it's going to be very nice. In fact, I know it's nice. As you can chuffing tell. You know what I mean? You can tell I've quite enjoyed it. You know, it's not the first time I've sucked this chuffing shite. Right, good health. Here we go. That's better. I can chuffing enjoy it now. Lovely. That's lovely, that's an excellent blend. It's got a little bit more going off to it than the Cutty Sark. A bit more flavour. Not saying it's better, it's different. Cutty Sark was a little bit more lemony. This one, some orchard fruits. Very, like it said, very cereally. A bit more complex in back flavour. A bit of action, a bit of chuffing spice, a bit of fizz on it. But lovely and rounded. And again, it's not too much of anything. It's not too sweet. It's not too malty or oaky. It's not too anything. It's not too spicy. It's not too excellent. It's not a ridiculously fantastic whiskey, but it's a solid, really, really good, solid whiskey, dependable. You can suck that, quite happily sip that neat on the rocks with a mixer, shove it in a cocktail. They need to be chuffing proud. They also do more advanced ones. I think they do like a chuffing 10-year-old Dewars and a few other little bits and bobs. This is just a standard affair. Flagship, generic, standardised chuffing bottling. And it's excellent. It's good. It's a good whiskey. I'd buy it again. I've enjoyed it. So get it chuffing back. Before we go into a couple of last little things, I just want to do a big shout out to those chuffing farm people that come round last night. Chuffing Big Rob, Katie and chuffing Addy. They were good fun, they made a lot of effort, appreciate it, and they also bought me. I'll be reviewing on a chuffing future episode. Chuffing blonde chocolate, chuffing cream liqueur, 15%. This is Asda's version of the Baileys of the Ballycastle. And like I say, this is basically says with delicate caramel flavour, Madagascar vanilla, blended with rich cream and such a chuffing sea salt. So next episode you're in for a chuffing sea. Only trouble is I'm a bit worried about it, because our chuffing Charlotte likes it. So I'll probably get up tomorrow morning. I'll get up to do chuffing review. It'll probably be chuffing gone. She'll probably sucked it. So I'm going to have to chuffing hide. I'm going to have to put it on the chuffing lock and key, or chuffing hide it in the chuffing sock drawer or something. You know what I mean? Right. We're just telling Charlotte over day. Used to work with this guy called Chuffing half a year. Nice fella, half a year. Worked with him in January, February, March, April, May and June. He disappeared, never seen him again. Feather dusters. Me personally, I don't see the point. Who wants to dust a feather? It's not like someone saying, hey, that pigeon feather looks a bit chuffing dusty, Gerald. Won't get chuffing feather dusty, you know what I mean? Pointless inventions. But I want to finish on something very heartwarming, ladies and gentlemen. Mine and Charlotte's anniversary, 11 years of the chuffing week. I'm not going to tell you the exact date or what day it was, because otherwise, because I'm like a big deal on chuffing YouTube now, if I tell you the date of my chuffing anniversary, there'll be all these chuffing women that wish they'd chuffing married me. They'll be coming around chuffing house, they'll be chuffing gifts, trying to chuffing persuade me to chuffing away. Because I'm with Charlotte. End of chuffing discussion, but she sent me this card and she wrote some very heartwarming sentiments in this chuffing card. It made me see chuffing tears. I'm going to share that with you now, my subscribers. Anybody else who wants to hear it. So, dearest Big Al, you are the onion of my chuffing eye. The thistle of my chuffing pancreas. She said, if I would have known back then that the next 11 years of marriage were going to be like this, I'd have probably married someone else. When I wake up in the morning, I tiptoe out of bed not to wake you. Not because I particularly care about your sleep quality, I just don't want to wake you up. Because you might start talking, and I might start having those fantasies again about chuffing jumping off of chuffing tall buildings. All my love, chuffing wifey. One sec. It's moving. Where's my chuffing Taurus? Where's my... God bless you. Hey, hope you had a good Halloween. And I just thought I'd leave you with that. Very moving. And I'll catch you later. Have a good day and a chuffing great life. Some chance.